Hi, my name is Ariane,
And I'm Etta.
and this is our spiritual journey and how we see it and live it. And hopefully, you get some keys out of it.
Yes. And the topic today, we would like to talk about believing in yourself.
That how this really has really big impact as you as a spiritual being, that to believe in yourself. And usually, when you start waking up, that this can be a really difficult thing to do because you can sometimes feel really lost.
Yes, you can. And also you can. The awakening is a really hard process because you start questioning a lot of things in your life. And then you awaken and you start to experience different things and see things differently. And that in itself can make you question yourself. And then you go out and you seek other spiritual people and you read and you go on YouTube videos and try to get some input to fill you up or to give you answers or to give you guidance or give you light or anything else. But also in that process can be a little bit dangerous because there you can also lose yourself. You can start putting don't forget when you're spiritual, just waking up, you're really raw emotionally, very sensitive. So by reading a lot of books and following a lot of people on YouTube or other spiritual people around you in your life, can make you a little bit confused and start really lose yourself and stop believing in yourself and your own truth. I'm not saying it's very good to watch and read, but if it doesn't feel right to you, don't take it in because that's their experience.
And their truth and their contract, what worked for them, even though we are all connected, we all made the same, we all also chose different contract, different things to experience. So your truth might be a bit different, so not all of that truth and all of that will fit your truth. And if you try to then change yourself to fit another person, then you have lost your spiritual value in it. And so this is so easy then to seek and then think that, oh, this is the recipe, I need to follow this 100%, and then you feel, oh, this doesn't feel quite right for me, I don't know, and then you still try to do it, and then you also become still. You don't grow from it because it's not your...
Don't evolve because it's not your truth. And also it's really unfair to yourself and the person that you put on a pedestal. Because in reality, nobody should be on no pedestal. We should all be up there because we're all the same. We're all equal. So instead of trying to follow somebody else's truth, find your own truth. That's very, very important. I remember I've always been a really weird kid. Had all of these ideas and I had about how the world works and that there was no separation between anything and anybody. And at my time when I was young, they just told me I was crazy. I should just shut the fuck up. Excuse my language. It is not until I became older and YouTube really came into the picture that I and other people, I start to see other people was actually saying and meaning very similar things that I was saying and meaning. So it was a really wonderful, and it's wonderful to see how many people are waking up. But so I started to watch a lot of these videos, and in the process, it actually made me feel a little bit insecure because I was feeling, okay, they are way up here, and I'm just, hello. But that was very wrong because, first of all, we all grow in our own pace, okay? We all experience different things because of the contract we made, what we wanted to experience in this life. So I actually, in the beginning, I started worshipping or putting these people way up here and it made me feel a bit insecure in my own spiritual journey. And that is very wrong. Don't do that. Please don't do that. And a lot of things, what they were saying also didn't quite sit with me. And of course it didn't. That was their journey, not mine. I was supposed to just learn from their journey and take some keys that could fit me and help me on my journey. But I just totally became lost in this. And the more I was watching, the more insecure I felt. So I really had to go in within myself and see what's going on. Where's this coming from? And then I discovered, well, I was not evolving and growing, and I was not using the keys that I was getting, exploring and for myself. Because I was believing, because this wrote this book, and this had written this paper, and this one had made a video about this, but I didn't put two and two together. That was their take on things, like we have our take on things. This was their experience, and they were just sharing and hoping that it would help somebody else on the way. Give them some keys that will fit them. Not everything you hear fits you. So take the tools that you're given and use them and grow from them and learn from them in your own journey.
Exactly, and I also can speak from experience. I also were a bit different kind of child that people were saying, and this that I also felt very like connecting same things that I felt was, hello, why is not people getting me? And when I got a bit older, and I still have this kind of feeling, and I started also go to this message and hear other people, and then I tried to kind of fit into something. And fit into a pattern, fit into something. And by doing that, I lost a bit of myself and my journey, why I chose to it. But the thing is that later on is that what I'm also a bit grateful is that I also went through these doors, because now in my bit later years that I've started to have much more root in myself because of this experience. So if you go through this, don't beat you up also by going this door, because this can also be a blessing, but you don't have to go through it either. But if you do, it's nothing wrong with that either, because you learn from every experience. So I'm very grateful for going through it. But if I look back, because I'm growing, I didn't have to go through it if I had really stayed the truth to myself. And I still love hearing other people talk and how they see things and get the keys, so I can still keep growing. But I also learned how to like, okay, this sounded a bit not quite right for me, but cool. But I like these keys, and I would just take that. Oh, this did not resonate with me whatsoever, but I was like, keep on going. This is very great what you're going on there, but this didn't add anything to my growth, my truth. And learning how to see this can take time, but usually it really sits strong in a feeling inside of you. If you feel something inside, that is actually your spirit and your soul telling you that this is not right for you. And learning to listen to yourself is the most important thing.
Yeah, and also just make sure, just because it doesn't resonate with you and you don't quite understand where they are coming from, that can also just mean that you are just in your spiritual journey, not quite too ready to understand and learn that, because you haven't gotten there yet. But it doesn't mean you have to put these people up there and you're down here. It just means that you are learning, you are growing, and just continue learning and grow. And it could be years before that's what the other person was talking about. Now I understand it. It doesn't mean you have to believe it or follow it, but you at least understand it. Just don't put any separation between you and others, because there is no separation. It's just an illusion.
And also you need to also be a bit careful, is that when people start telling you, sometimes I heard this, a lot of people saying, when you wake up you need to do this and this, you should be doing this, and you put all of this, that rules and everything that you get put onto you. When people start doing things like this, that you need to be happy, or you need this to grow and do this and this and this, then this is a little bit of warning side I find out, at least I feel the truth is that they are trying to put their truth, their awakening to the only truth and try to fit you into that and manipulate you to follow it.
Make you feel insecure.
So make you feel insecure and small, so you also ending up putting them on a pedestal. And this, I think, can usually also happen because a lot of things get sometimes what we call spiritually high. When they get a bit high on themselves because they're waking up maybe some gifts and they are started to feel like they can be a teacher, master and all of this, and they start telling, oh, you need to be doing this and this. This is this sign, you have to do this if you want this to work, and you have to pray this and this in the morning, you have to do this kind of ritual. No, you don't really. It works for them. It works for them, but you don't. You don't really have to do anything that doesn't feel right for you.
No, exactly. That has to do with meditation, becoming a vegan, or anything. If it doesn't work for you, then don't do it. Find your own truth, find your own walk, and find out what works for you. That's most important in the whole world, what works for you. And just send them love and light, because and be happy for them. It works for them, great. But they have no right to tell you how you are not going to be spiritual if you don't do this and that. That's just, excuse my language, bullshit.
And then you can say that you learned the lesson that this is not how you want to be, and you can just show them love and light. And because also if you then cut this off and that you walk away, makes you grow, and you also make an opportunity for them to grow.
Yeah.
And that is what we all want in this world, is that to grow is also make them grow and you grow. By helping yourself, you're also helping others. So it's very important that because you attach a lot of strings and a lot of things, that you also cut this off, because you need to be always love yourself,
true to yourself,
unconditionally, and be true to yourself. So if you meet people who start to do this, then you say, okay, thank you for the lesson, thank you for the key, and then you say, and have a wonderful journey where you are at, and just walk away. And nothing else needed to be. This kind of separation is not a bad thing.
No, it isn't.
It actually is a very good thing for all parties.
And just remember, nobody is above you and nobody is below you. We are all the same. We are all going from A to B. And how we get there is totally up to you. Don't beat yourself up because you did a mistake or you're not doing this. Because, like we said before, that's their truth. That's their life experience. That's their contract. That's what they fits their lives. Doesn't have to fit yours. Okay? Find your own truth. Be true to yourself. Love yourself, and understand that everything is you and you are everything. It is no separation. None. And don't feel insecure, please.
And the biggest illusion is the separation of the world. Separation.
Yes,
and be the amazing light that you are.
You are amazing.
And we really, this is our goal, is that we want people to really find their own truth and really believe in themselves and find that unconditionally love to themselves, so they heighten your vibration because you are the light. Turn up your light.
Don't follow somebody else's walk. Follow your own walk. And by doing it, your light is gonna shine. That's my experience. That's my take on it anyways. The more true you are to yourself, the stronger your light becomes, the higher your vibration, and the more people you can help. Actually, by helping yourself, you help others.
And this is also how you start to attract the right kind of people around you. So you make your own community, because you turn up your light, and you will find that frequency, and you will find that suddenly you meet these people that are there also to share this excitement with you and really be there. So you will meet a lot of also people who really want, because you're attracted, because you turn off your light. This is something like we also met each other like this actually. We both were kind of felt a bit lonely and a bit like, okay, what we're saying, not quite everybody understand. And suddenly, because we start to walk, the universe and our spirit guide.
And there's hundreds of people like us, thousands.
And I fall in your door.
Yeah.
So this also happens. So you will find the spiritual family, or whatever you want to call that, the light that there is on the same frequency as you grow. And this is what I think is one of the amazing, is that you will see a lot of people like this, because you are never lonely.
You're never alone.
Never, because we're all connected all time. And this is at least my truth and how I experience this. And the more I actually seen as I have grown and keep growing, that this is a wonderful and blessing, because you will get a lot of people that will share on you, who will be supporters, and you will be supporting them, because you are, both of you are helping yourself, and then you're sharing and you help each other at the same time. It's not a separation there. A lot of people think that it is a separation by helping yourself, then you're not helping others. And some people just help others because then they think that, so it's no separation.
No.
So while you're helping others, you're also helping yourself, but while you're also helping yourself, you're also helping others. It's no separation, and this is why it's so important to be
in a community, to share and respect each other, and see where we each person has a different take on the same subject you're talking. Learn from them. Don't judge them, and don't judge yourself because you have a different take on anything. Because as soon as you do that, you make separation, and that's just an illusion. We two can see the same accident, and we have two different takes on it, but it's still the same accident. It's still the same thing. So their truth doesn't mean it's a lie. It's just their truth. Everything is true, so long as you feel it's right for you, and that's how you experience it. Don't try to force your truth also on somebody else. Okay, understand what they are coming from. Like I said, because as soon as you do that, you make a separation and you put yourself on a high horse. Yeah. And you're better than that. Okay. Understand where other persons come from, learn from it, grow from it, and by doing it, you will shine. Trust me, you will learn. You can learn from a 2-year-old as much as you learn from a 67-year-old or 100-year-old. Just be open. Be open for different point of views, and learn from and grow from it. And if somebody has found their truth and it doesn't feel right to you, but some of it does, take that and evolve that within your own truth. Okay? Because you guys, you are amazing. Don't forget that.
So
we're all amazing.
We are all amazing, and that's what we really feel like what we have come to conclusion for ourselves is that be true to yourself, really love this, and go with your feelings on the matter, and always show the respect to yourself and respect to the others. And really, this is one of the biggest, like, where you can learn, because wisdom has no age, it has no gender, it has nothing. If you learn how to listen and respect and definitely listen to yourself.
Yeah. So this is our take and how we see on things about believing within yourself. The dangers and the pitfalls, or not dangers, but the pitfalls that you can easily fall into and make you feel insecure. So we feel and we have experienced that more true you are to your own truth, to your own self, the better life becomes. The better life is. And don't forget that you are amazing, and life is amazing. Life is just a learning curve. It's just a dream.
Exactly. And
So if you want to get our take, how we see things, then, and if you want us to talk about different subjects or topics, please write on the comments below, and we can take it up on our next video. And if you want to follow us, then hit the subscribe button and the little bell there.
send us a pling.
Yes,
Then
send
you
us
will,
a pling.
and if you ring the bell, you will get the news when you put out the new videos.
Yeah,
We will love to welcome you.
we will love to hear from you.
Yep.
So have an amazing day, night, whenever you're watching this. And don't forget, you are me and I am you, and we love you.
And
'Cause I love
always
myself.
be happy.
And always be happy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.